While Michael sat and listened, he heard some shouting, but then those shouts became muffled. And to him, it sounded like Amy was yelling for help and someone was covering her mouth. And so Michael immediately is like, me and Amy are not in this house alone. Not only had someone probably broken in, they were hurting his roommate, Amy. So now Michael is terrified. He literally is sitting here going, okay, do I run up and try to help Amy? And he's like, okay, first things first, I'm actually gonna grab my cell phone and call 911. But he was too panicked to actually remember where he had left his cell phone. So for seconds, he is like frantically running around his room looking for his phone while his roommate is upstairs with muffled screams. And once it's clear that he's not going to find the phone, he begins shouting instead. And his hope was that if he began shouting, the intruder would hear him and run away before Michael would even have to beat him or hurt him to try to get him off Amy. And he wasn't helping her at all by yelling from inside of his room. So finally, he runs out into the hallway. He screamed obscenities up the stairwell. Not that that did anything to stop the attack. And then instead of running upstairs, he sprints outside to go wake up a neighbor for help. But to get to the next house over, he actually had to jump a metal fence. And it cut his hands, but Michael was so desperate for help, he doesn't care. Like, he cuts up his hands, he keeps running. He gets to the neighbor's place, he knocks on the door, begging for them to come out, but nobody answers. The minutes at this point are ticking by. Like, Michael's running around looking for help while Amy's probably still inside with this attacker.